There are statistics that were released by NEMA indicating that in Kampala alone, over 140,000 liters of fuels are banned due to car idling. That is around 500 million shillings. That's a staggering amount of money.
Such a noble cause that he's doing, cycling from Kampala to Nairobi, and then also promoting the safe city cycling. That's something that EB, of course, also is really aiming to do, and I hope he's going to do very, very well.
We need to liberate our cities from air pollution and environmental degradation. And we are calling upon policymakers. They are the only people who can change this by a stroke of a pen, by their voice, by directing funds to integrate a simple infrastructure like a cycling lane so that people can cycle safely from their place of residence to their place of work.
But if the bigger population of the people who come and work in the city adopt transport means, that means they will reduce on the cost we incur on fuel, it will reduce on air pollution, it will improve on environment, and all of us will contribute in protecting our environment. You know, growing up in the village, cycling is a very important means of transport. You use it to fetch water, taking grains to the graining mills, and sometimes it's like 40 kilometers away from your place of residence. So cycling as kids is something you learn. It's very domestic in the region where I come from in northern Uganda. And maybe that's why you see in villages the air quality is still good compared to urban areas where there's a lot of cars and polluting up the air. When you go to the village, the air is good. You feel your chest is opening up. You know that we are all facing climate change, and it's having a lot of impact. And that climate change is induced by our activities, like our mode of transport, our industries, different human activities. And you know, human problems are solved by human solutions. So, this is Namawo Jolo. We are still on the coast, safe cycling lane. We are here with the community. Yeah. What can I get now? I want some bananas. I don't see bananas here. A gonja? Yeah. How much is a gonja? So where do you put this? Don't throw it away. Where's the trunk? If you don't have, I put it in my pocket. So, from the policy and the budget, individuals, what is our actions? Let's adopt cycling as a culture that transports us from one point to another, and we take care of our environment. Environment is a very fragile place. This air can get toxic and make everyone sick. the pollution that end up in the soil can end up in our food chain, and before you know, all the money we are making, we are paying it as medical bills.
So any of you going to attend Africa Climate Week?
We are not even. We did. Thank you for telling us.
There's an Africa Climate Week scheduled to take place from the 4th up to 8th, where head of states are going to be meeting and talking about environmental degradation, sustainable city, and sustainable use of environmental resources.
Where?
In Nairobi. With Eugene.
Well, we set off from Kampala around 12. It was approaching 12. And I arrived in Jinja at around 3:10 to be exact. Jinja is conquered. The journey is going on. Heading to Nairobi, Africa Climate Week. And the message is simple. We only need a safe cycling lane.